Our message to our college students today is that both my administration and the leaders of your state and state-related schools are committed to making the dream of higher education attainable.
Hello and welcome to this week's Temple Update News Brief. I'm Stephanie Craig.
And I'm Matt Repino. Governor Tom Corbett announced this year's state budget. Temple state appropriation will remain unchanged. Nicole Bernier joins us in the newsroom. She has the complete breakdown of the budget.
Nicole, in addition to Temple's appropriation staying level, what are some other changes we can find?
Well, Stephanie, Governor Corbett covered a variety of subjects throughout his speech. One of the things he discussed in large is the education of people throughout the state overall. As you mentioned, he's working to keep tuition low for colleges, but he's also working to put more money into the early education programs. $350 million are being put into those programs, as well as an additional $100 million into K-12 school districts. By phasing out the government out of the local liquor businesses and allowing more privatized businesses to take care of it, $1 billion will be saved, and that money can be put into schools across the state. Corbett also plans to save $140 million in pension savings for school districts while not cutting any retiree benefits or lowering the pension people are earning now. He wants to create a 401k-style retirement benefit program for future employees. Corbett does not want Pennsylvanians to fall into economic hardship because the pension problem was never fixed. An additional $40 million are being provided for critical services needed by men, women, and children with physical and intellectual disabilities. This eliminates thousands of people on waiting lists throughout Pennsylvania and gives them the help that they need. $50 million are being put into senior programs to expand care for older Pennsylvanians in their homes and communities. 100,000 new jobs throughout Pennsylvania have been created recently, and Governor Corbett wants to reform tax codes to get more new businesses and more jobs into the state. Through all this, Corbett will eliminate the $4.2 billion deficit without raising taxes. Matt, back to you. All
right, thank you, Nicole. The lack of snow so far this winter may be dampening some spirits, but not for the students at Temple University's Ambler campus. Bright Hall was transformed into, check this out, an indoor iceless skating rink. The makeshift rink consisted of floor pieces that connected like a puzzle, followed by a wet mixture that was applied to the floor. After that, students were able to glide across the rink.
And it was girls only in the student pavilion on Tuesday afternoon. Temple Athletics was host to the 27th annual National Girls and Women's in Sports Day. Student athletes and trainers from Temple's Division I sports ran mini clinics for local girls 8th grade and under. From gymnastics and cheerleading to crew and volleyball, participants were able to experience a variety of women's sports.
We like to bring the girls from around Philly in so that they can see all the sports that Temple offers, and to let them know that girls can do whatever they want in whatever sport. It's not just cheerleading.
Sold for $42.
Student athletes traded in their sweats for slacks for a date auction Tuesday night. Interested buyers crowded in the Student Center to bid for the chance to take their favorite Temple athlete to a Valentine's Day dance. Bidding started at $5, but some athletes went for a higher price. All proceeds from the event went to Athletes Helping Athletes, a charity organization benefiting athletes with disabilities. Now we're going to throw it over to Francesca Ruscio with the Weather Watch.
Francesca, I know we're supposed to have some snowfall coming our way. How much can we expect?
Thanks, guys. I'm sure many of us have been struggling getting to and from class within the past 2 weeks due to the freezing cold temperatures. But this weather is not quite finished. Do expect a major winter storm to impact the Northeast and New England starting Friday and continuing into Saturday. Powerful nor'easter winter storm Nemo has been developing off the mid-Atlantic coast since Thursday night and will make its way northeastward. This storm will bring heavy snow and blizzard-like conditions since average high temperatures are above the freezing point here in Philadelphia. Mixed precipitation of snow, flurries, and sleet will be expected. The predicted total snowfall forecast for the Delaware Valley area is about 3 inches. I'll be back with your 5-day weather forecast later on in the show.
Thanks, Francesca. Still to come on Temple Update, new owls are finding their home on 10th and Diamond. Simone Cuccurullo will join us in the newsroom with this stories on this year's recruiting class.
Don't touch that remote. Temple Update will be right back.
The first day stepping on the court, I couldn't keep up. That motivated me to step up my game. When I reach a goal, I set a new one the next day. And my next goal is to go to college. Mastering the court takes persistence. So does getting into college. I've got what it takes. So do you.
You're on your way to meet up with friends, but you can't seem to get anywhere quickly. You don't want your friends to be annoyed, so you text. You're on your way. "5 seconds is the average time your eyes are off the road while texting while driving. Make sure you get where you're going.
Shelters are the best places to find a new pet.
What a perfectly beautiful little lady.
That's where you'll discover healthy, loyal, and loving animals.
Cute little rascal.
Eager to become a part of your family. A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet.
Oh, ladies first.
Be that person. Adopt.
This is living. Hey, kid.
To find out more, visit theshelterpetproject.org.
I'm Simone Cuccurullo, and it has been an exciting week to be a Temple Owl. All over the country, new athletes have signed on to join the Temple nest. Head football coach Matt Rule has been awaiting the day when new Owls will migrate to North Broad. Well, the wait is over. On Wednesday, student athletes officially signed their letters of intent to commit to Temple. Coach Rule held a press conference to welcome 23 new Owls to the nest.
But they are competitive as heck. They're never going to give up. I think you're really going to like the way that they play football and who they are as people moving forward.
From Owl to Raven to Super Bowl champ, Temple football alum Bernard Pierce and the Baltimore Ravens took Beyonce's advice and put a ring on it. The Ravens powered a 34-31 victory over the San Francisco 49ers in Sunday night's Super Bowl. Pierce rushed for 30 yards on 9 carries. He left the field limping in the middle of the third after a hard hit, but shook it off and got right back in the action. Pierce is the 6th Owl to earn a Super Bowl ring in his rookie season. Over at Hagan Arena, men's basketball suffered a 1-point heartbreaker to St. Joe's on Saturday, but they headed home to Leah Center to get redemption against Charlotte Wednesday night. Owls started strong as Randall pushes it up the court, passes to Pepper, but, oh, it's no good. O'Brien with the rebound lays it up. Teamwork, baby. Salt and pepper. Here we go. Pepper with the ball. He gives it to O'Brien right up. O'Brien goes 4 of 5 of 3-point range on the night. And Wyatt brings his usual game to the party, lays it up for an easy 2. The Owls take the win 89-88. Women's basketball did not have as much luck as they took on the Niners in Charlotte, but it was a valiant effort as Natasha Thames played all 40 minutes and had a career-high 15 rebounds. The Owls flew home with a 66-43 loss due to an ice-cold second half where they did not score a single field goal in the last 12 minutes. And to keep up with all of your latest sports news and information, be sure to follow us on Twitter at @TU_SportsDesk. I'm Simone Cuccurullo. Stephanie and Matt, back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Simone. Now we're going to throw it back over to Francesca Ruscio for the weekend weather watch.
Hello, Francesca. The storm is on its way, but what does that mean for the next few days?
Matt, it means that we're going to be on the wet side of things heading into the weekend. The 5-day TU weather watch shows that today is going to be nothing but rainy conditions and a high of 43 degrees. Mostly cloudy on Saturday with a high of 37 and a chilling low of 19 degrees. By Sunday, the clouds will begin to part with mostly sunny skies and a high of 42 degrees, and later that night, a low of 31. We'll kick things off on Monday with a chance of some showers, mostly cloudy skies with a high of 50 degrees and a low of 38. That overcast will bring filtered sunshine on Tuesday, looking at a high of 47 degrees with a low of 31. For all your latest weather updates, be sure to follow us on TU_Weather Watch. I'm Francesca Ruscio. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Francesca. Pearson McGonigal Hall took a trip back to the 80s. It was 80s night at the climbing wall. It was held Thursday night to give students a chance to get groovy while getting in shape. Participants were encouraged to dress in their favorite leg warmers and their 80s attire for a chance to win title of Best Dressed.
And that's all the time we have for this edition of our Temple Update News Brief. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Just search Temple Update.
That's right. You can also watch us on Temple University Television, Comcast Channel 50, and Verizon Fios Channel 45. For Stephanie Craig, Nicole Bernier, Francesca Ruscio, and the rest of the Temple Update News team, I'm Matt Repino. Have a great day. What? Not the prompter? Not the prompter. Oh my God. It's all right. I really don't. It's completely personal. I understand.